Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. See who's in the chat. Let me unpin this. How's everyone doing this morning? Matt, good morning. Pink Sugar, I just love that name. Sapphire, good morning. Tammy, Sherlyn, The Crying Shame, good morning, everybody. I was going to go live earlier, but I had changed my time because Mark's friend came up. Actually, he's still out there, so probably hear him going down the driveway. Um, Hey, Jack's mom. Good morning. So, yesterday I got some things done at the funny farm, y'all. And Sonny would not let me get Shirley yesterday. That little weirdo knew I was up to something and I wasn't acting suspicious or anything. That rooster's psychic, y'all. That I outsmarted him. I waited until they went up last night and I went and shut them in. And then I opened that door on the end of my coop because I know that Shirley roosted there beside the door. And I reached in and got her. And Sonny came off that shelf over there, mad as hell, and I shut the door real quick and I put her in the mini coop. So, and then I moved that little mini coop by myself this morning, y'all. Shirley was still locked in the top of it. I put her in the top last night, locked her in, raised up the little window with the screen so she had air. But before I unlocked her this morning to let her come down inside the little coop, I moved that coop myself. Yes. Hey, Mima. Good morning. Girl power, y'all. Mark's like, you're the strongest, stoutest girl I know. Hey, it had to be done. I wanted to scoot it because someone had scooted the little ladder or scooted the coop on top of the little ladder. So that's one reason I moved it because she needed that ladder to come down. Yes. And I'm going to clean her butt today. And look, guys, Mark told my neighbor, we'll get to the true crime in a minute. Anybody watching replay? Just skip through this part, okay? If you're here for true crime. Mark talked to the neighbor yesterday on the phone. I was standing there, and he's like, this is for, I couldn't catch Shirley. He's like, Celeste is going to have to catch Shirley because, she's got to clean her butt again. I've had to do this several times. And he's like, some of her friends told her that the chicken, she don't need anything but pellets and a little bit of scratch. But guess what, guys? And he was like, okay, I'll tell Chrissy not to give her nothing else. Guess what? It looks like a freaking hog pen underneath there this morning. Big pieces of watermelon hulls and stuff everywhere. And then guess what? The raccoons was in my chicken lot last night. They got through. It's got rotted food underneath there. I mean, like, I've asked them like a million times. Do not feed my chickens anything unless it comes from Tractor Supply because there's something wrong with Shirley's digestive system. That's those pictures I sent you, Sapphire. I went over there last night and I took pictures to show Mark. You seen all that crap underneath there after he had got off the phone with him. Yeah, it's not cool. I mean, we've asked like a million times nicely and respectfully. It's like, she's going to kill my hen. And it's not going to go over well. Their dog done killed Laverne, her sister, when I first got them. Yeah. That's why her name's Shirley. I had Laverne and Shirley. Watermelon they love, but it would do. Well, it's an everyday thing, though, Sapphire. The watermelon and all of that. And that doesn't help a bird with diarrhea. It's like, it's just so freaking annoying and disrespectful. I'm tempted to put a sign there, do not feed my chickens anything but pellets. It just really, oh my God, it pisses me off. And I'm a control freak over my animals. Now, I'm going to do a video and show y'all what the underneath of my little trampoline run that's connected up to my chicken lot looks like underneath. It's just not the stuff she put down there last night. There's other stuff down there. My chickens don't need tomatoes and things like that. Oh my gosh. Dear daughter ate a whole watermelon and couldn't get off the pot for hours. And she was an adult. No, it's their land and they mean well. Mark pays them, I don't know how much it is. That's like $50, $75, something like that a month for Annabelle and them to stay there. Hey, cement shoes. She means well, y'all, but she's a freaking alcoholic. Okay, so let's talk about some true crime. We gotta catch up. Right before I went live, I saw the saddest thing, pisses me off, and this is about 3 tigers. I just want to share this real quick, y'all. Y'all know I love animals. We like to advocate for our little animals too. Look, 3 endangered tigers have been found dead in Indonesia's conservation area on let me see if I can say it, Sumatra Island. Sumatra Island? I guess that's how you say it. Here's the sad thing. It was poachers. I'm not going to read all this. It was poachers. They come in on land they weren't supposed to be on. These tigers were protected on, set up traps, and caught like a mama and 2 of her cubs, and they died from their wounds. Yeah. And the park rangers said, it wasn't someone setting up, to catch wild hogs. They were after these tigers to make money. Yep, set up traps, caught them, and they died from their wounds. Isn't that awful? They don't know who did it. Stuff like that really pisses me off. Okay, so what are we going to talk about first? So let me get all my articles from yesterday because we got to catch up on the Tristyn Bailey stuff. They've released some video that shows Tristyn Bailey in her final moments before Aiden Fucci, I guess that's how you say it, murdered her classmate. And that happened on Mother's Day, I believe. Let me look at the chat a sec for a screen share. It makes me mad too. It makes me mad too that those people, go and poach animals. And you know what? I hate Barry Morphew because I know he killed Suzanne. But I hate him also because I know how he was to animals. Allegedly shooting chipmunks with darts. I like to shoot him with some darts right in the ass. Right in his little wiener. He's got little wiener syndrome. That's why he likes to kill little animals. What really pissed me off is hearing that Barry Morphew, he said that he liked to shoot elk with tranquilizers and cut off their antlers. They bleed like hell cutting off antlers like that. Isn't that some shit? I usually don't say that word. I usually say crap. But that really pisses me off. Prayers rewrites the story. Plus, you don't become evil overnight. Yeah. He's a 360 full circle prick, CC. Yeah. I bet he's a son of a bitch. And when I say that, I don't mean that towards his mother. Here in the South, a son of a bitch means a mother clucker, basically. A freaking prick. A dick. That's what it means when we say it here. Okay, let's see. So let's talk about this little weirdo, this little psycho. Let me take my comment down. 13, 14 years old, kills his freaking classmate. Mommy covers up for him. She's caught on video washing his bloody jeans. Am I missing people in the chat? Let's see. Brianna CC. Hey, welcome. Okay. Let's see what's going on with this little weirdo. New video shows Tristyn Bailey in final moments before a brutal murder. Aiden Fucci having fun in an effing cop car. How fun is it now, little boy? You've been cuffed and stuffed. You're going to be booked and cooked. Little weirdo. He's a little Ted Bundy. Authorities in Florida have released additional evidence in the murder case against 14-year-old Aiden Fucci, who is expected to be tried as an adult for the murder of 13-year-old Tristyn Bailey in May. Tristyn was reported missing on the morning of May 9th, found dead with over 100 stab wounds later the same day. Police and prosecutors believe Aiden killed Tristyn, who was a former classmate and longtime neighbor of the suspect, in the early morning hours of May 9th, after Tristyn snuck out of her home. News 4 Jax obtained new items of discovery that include surveillance of doorbell video that investigators believe shows Tristyn and Aiden walking together near the wooded area where Tristyn was later found dead. That footage also shows a figure running back alone at 1:52 in the morning, according to the report. Police said the person in that video is Aiden Fucci. We'll watch this. The news station also obtained a Snapchat video believed to be taken on May 9th. Aiden and another boy are sitting in the back of a patrol car, presumably when Aiden was initially taken in for questioning. And they are smiling, laughing, and joking. Little psycho. Having fun in the back of a effing cop car, Aiden is heard saying. Multiple reports indicate that Aiden also says Tristyn's name in the Snapchat video, but that part of the video was not shown. Aiden is due in court for a pretrial hearing on September 1st. I need to write that down. Hey, he would have been a little serial killer, but the little weirdo got caught. Hold on, puppy. I'll let you out in a minute. I don't know which one it is.
Having fun in a cop car. Bailey's body would be found on Mother's Day.
Over. Let me mute.
From the local station,
it'll sound better.
Starts now.
New surveillance video released in the Tristyn Bailey murder investigation. It shows what investigators say is her accused killer, Aiden Fucci, running in the middle of the night. The surveillance video was recorded the night sheriff's deputies say Fucci stabbed Bailey to death.
It was Mother's Day when the 13-year-old's body was found in a wooded area of the Durbin Crossing neighborhood in St. Johns County. News 4 Jax reporter Janice Harris is going through the 4 videos just released by the sheriff's office. Janice.
And I've had a chance to look at all of them. One video shows 14-year-old Aiden Fucci running from out of the woods where deputies say Bailey was found dead. And another video shows Fucci's mom washing a pair of jeans. It appears to be the same jeans that got her arrested for tampering with evidence in the investigation.
Tripping, dude.
According to investigators, this is video of Aiden Fucci after his schoolmate Tristyn Bailey had been murdered on Mother's Day.
Having fun in a cop car.
Fucci on the ride can be heard saying, having fun in a cop car. Bailey's body would be found on Mother's Day. Just hours before Fucci was in the back of this deputy car, Fucci is seen running. This video is at 1:52 in the morning of Mother's Day. St. Johns County Sheriff's investigators say the person that was running is Aiden Fucci. Another video at 3:31 in the morning shows what appears to be a boy walking to a door barefoot holding a pair of shoes. A second image shows what appears to be the same person walking up to the house. This final video takes us inside Aiden Fucci's home. His mother is seen inside of a bathroom washing a pair of pants. Fucci's mother, Crystal Smith, would be arrested for tampering with evidence in Tristyn Bailey's murder investigation. And we will continue to follow the story and bring you more footage tonight at 10 and 11. You can also find it on our website.
Can you believe she done that? She was going to cover up for him. I couldn't do that. I love my son more than anything in this world, but other people love their kids like that too. And you can't allow your kid to hurt other people's children. But let me see. I got another article here. I just saw it this morning. Let's see if we can find a video of inside the house here. Let's see what this one shows. He's a little psycho, y'all. He's a little weirdo. Let's see if this is the same video. It may be. I'd like to see some more video inside the house of her doing that. Washing the clothes, destroying evidence. This is probably the same video.
Live from the local station, News 4 Jack starts now.
Pair of jeans. It appears to be the same jeans that got her arrested for tampering with evidence in the investigation.
Tripping, dude.
According to investigators, this is video of Aiden Fucci after his schoolmate, same
Speed it
person,
up.
walking inside Aiden Fucci's home. His mother is seen inside of a bathroom washing a pair of pants. Fucci's mother, Crystal Smith, would be arrested.
Same damn thing. I'd like to see more footage of inside that house. Hey, those cameras inside your home will get you in trouble. You know, I guess they're good to have inside your home, but I don't know if I'd want something recording every moment of my life. She could have closed the door. She's not smart enough to. Did y'all see all those toys in that room? So she's got like a smaller child. Meemaw, I can relate, Cece. What happens when we are gone? Who wants their child behaving like that? So sad. I want my child to have a good, clean, moral life. Just say it. Me too. And my son, he has a big heart. And he's kind. I'm very proud of him. And he shows respect. Prayer rewrites the story. Stabbed 114 times. Overkill. No excuse for that. And you know what? It didn't faze him, bother him, none. Did you see him in the back of that cop car smiling? But when he showed up for his arraignment, he was crying because he got cuffed and stuffed. He got brought down to size real quick. I guarantee he's hurt animals before. His family is sick. Like, I get loving your kid and stuff, but you can't let your kid, get away with hurting other people's children. That's not right. Hey, Cheryl T, good morning. You may not have got it this morning because I had to change the time. Sorry. Sometimes when you do that, it don't notify. The hell with cameras in the house. People have hacked into those nanny cams. It's creepy as F. Don't understand technology, so I tried to avoid it. Yes, I watched a video where these guys were like messing with this little girl in her room talking. Creepy as hell. See, I don't like that. They're good sometimes, but I wouldn't want something recording every moment of my life. That's weird. People can be hacked in there and you don't even know it. So this little weirdo is going to go to prison for the rest of his life. Let's pray for Tristyn's family. I'm wondering if the mom still lives in the same neighborhood as Tristyn's family. Boy, that would be awkward, wouldn't it? I'd be trying to attack her if I was Tristyn's mom, if I saw her out in public. I'm just being real. I would. I'd kick her ass for that. Oh my gosh, guys. These cases are awful. I mean, it's hard to believe like a 14-year-old would go butcher his classmate. He must have been obsessed with her or something. And then, just act normal as hell. Laughing. It's crazy. He's like a little Norman Bates, Ted Bundy combined. Okay. What else was we going to talk about? Oh, the Murdaugh murders. Prayers for Tristyn's family. Those cameras make me nervous. I know it. And I've also watched videos about, little news clips about people going on vacation and finding like spy cameras, spying on them as they undressed and did everything, weirdos. I think once that happened in a hotel and it was like one of the janitors that did it. Or maintenance man, not janitor. I had to give up custody of my grandchild. She was hurting animals, hurting me. Her cousins living there. Parents were addicts and encouraged the child to lie and misbehave for me. Yeah, see, that's dangerous. That's not a good sign. when someone, I always heard that, kids that was mean to animals and stuff grow up to be serial killers. I think didn't Ted Bundy torture animals? I'm not sure. I know Dahmer picked up roadkill. Let's see. He talked in the cop car like he thought he was a little gangster. I know it. He's going to find out about as tough as an old lady's dresser sachet when he goes in for the long haul. Well, he was crying like a little toddler at his arraignment. He wasn't crying when he was butchering Tristyn, though, was he? That's the way I look at it. He knew what he was doing. 14 years old or not. Psycho. He had told friends that he wanted to kill someone. They didn't take him serious. They just thought, he was just running his mouth trying to be big. Okay. So there's something about the Murdaugh murders here. I think they're making some headway in this case. They're not saying, but I believe they got a suspect in mind. Okay. Prosecutor recuses himself from Murdaugh murder investigation, citing conflict of interest. Have police ID'd a suspect? Maybe. Oh, and the FBI is still in Bardstown. We'll read that about Crystal Rogers. They're not giving up, guys. They're on to something down there. Okay. Paul Murdaugh's death certificate showed that his body has been cremated. He was shot twice in the head. Like executed. A prosecutor with ties to the prominent Murdaugh family stepped down, citing new developments in the investigation of the murders of Paul Murdaugh and his mother, Maggie. Maggie, 52, Paul, 22, were fatally shot on the family's hunting property in Colleton, I probably don't say that right, County, South Carolina, on June 7th. Maggie's husband and Paul's father, Alex Murdaugh, first discovered the bodies that night. Reportedly after returning home from visiting his ailing father in the hospital. His father, Randolph Murdaugh III, died later that week of natural causes. He had been sick for a long time. Prior to his retirement, as the Post and Courier reports, Randolph Murdaugh III ran the 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office and continued to work as a consultant after leaving public office. At the time of the murders of his wife and son, Alex worked part-time for the 14th Circuit Solicitor's Office, which until earlier this month was involved in some capacity in the murder investigation. Though likely in an advisory role, University of South Carolina Law Dean Robert Wilcox told the newspaper, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, SLED, is the lead agency in the murder investigation and has not yet identified any suspects. I think they're on to something, though. But a newly uncovered August 11th decision by the Solicitor's Office could suggest the investigation has advanced. According to the Post and Courier and Fitz News, South Carolina 14th Circuit Solicitor Duffy Stone recused himself from the investigation on August 11th, citing new developments that posed a potential conflict of interest. They're all crooked. They're all rich and they're all crooked down there. Citing the events of today in SLED's investigation of the homicide of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh, I am asking that you assume all prosecutorial functions in this matter immediately, Stone wrote in an August 11th letter to Attorney General Alan Wilson. It remains unclear at this time what events that day prompted the decision, but Fitz reporter Mandy Matney, who has been covering the Murdaugh family legal battle since before Paul was charged with a DUI in the boating death of 19-year-old Mallory Beach in February 2019. It spoke to a source who noted that the recusal could signal a possible new lead or suspect in the murder investigation. This Duffy Stone is probably involved. Okay. There's Paul. He was a complete weirdo. And there's the young lady he wrecked and killed Mallory Beach. She was flung from the boat, and they didn't find her body for a week. And he was drunk as a skunk. They all were, I think. At the time of death, Paul was awaiting trial for DUI charges. Mallory Beach's body was found a week after a boat allegedly driven by Paul crashed into an embankment during an outing that police said involved heavy drinking. The 14th Circuit's Lister's office sent a letter communicating a potential conflict of interest in the 2019 death investigation, even before Mallory Beach was discovered dead, the Post and Courier reports. Conversely, in June, Stone said in a statement that he had no cause to recuse himself from the 2021 murder case as no suspects had been identified. Fitz News obtained Paul's death certificate showing that he had been shot twice in the head and that his body has since been cremated. The news outlet has not yet obtained Maggie's death certificate. Well, they had plenty of enemies. There was another case that the Murdaugh's name kept coming up in. It was a young gay man. He was found dead on the side of the road. They tried to say it was a hit and run, even though there was no evidence of it on the road. No glass, no skid marks, no nothing. Coroner said he died from blunt force trauma. Anyways, allegedly, he was messing around with Paul's brother. I think Paul's brother wanted to shut him up so he wouldn't tell anybody that he was gay. That's what I think. Killed him and then dumped him on the side of the road. That's what I think. I'm trying to think of that guy's name. Is it Stephen Smith? Let me look it up a minute. Hold on a minute. Something funny about that. But anyways, the family wouldn't, when they found this young man dead, the Murdaugh family wouldn't cooperate with police. Yeah, they lawyered up and stuff. Why? A young man in your town is found dead on the side of the road. Why wouldn't you cooperate and try to help, unless someone in your family was involved? Stephen Smith. Thank you, Turquoise Kitten. Hey, sweetheart. See, my memory is not as bad as I think sometimes. Let me look him up here a minute. I pulled up somebody else. Let me put Murdaugh with it. It's the latest one. Oh, right here. Let me pull it up. Let me put it in my Discord room so I can get it. So everybody can understand what's going on and how shady this family is. Okay. He was a good looking young man too. And he had like a yellow car, like banana color yellow. Let's see. New audio and video released in 2015 death of Stephen Smith. Oh, there's that stinking Paul. I don't mean to bash the dead, but this guy wasn't a nice kid. Okay, new details in the investigation. When was this? July 7th, 2021. Okay. 19-year-old Stephen Smith in 2015 showed that while initial reports from South Carolina Highway Patrol indicate his death was caused by a hit-and-run car crash, they spent months investigating the possibility of murder. Documents and files obtained through the Freedom of Information Act reveal investigators heard rumors in the days after Smith's death that it wasn't an accident. Last month, SLED said they opened an investigation into the cold case last month after they found information relating to Smith's death while investigating the murders of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh. SLED has not released what they found. According to information obtained by the Highway Patrol's investigation, the Murdaugh name was brought up multiple times in interviews with Smith's family and friends about his death. In the recorded interviews with people who knew Smith, some people told investigators they heard a rumor that a group of people spotted Smith along the road, then did something that led to his death. Despite the mention of the Murdaugh name in multiple interviews, no member of the Murdaugh family has ever been officially implicated in Smith's death. Other than a note of an attempt to call a member of the Murdaugh family that went unanswered, the documents did not reveal if a member of the family was interviewed by investigators. No member of the Murdaugh family has ever been officially implicated in Smith's death. Well, I listened to a guy, I believe it's on Fox News, one of the cops that investigated the case, and he said that they wouldn't cooperate with him when he reached out to them. So, what does that tell you? Okay, but at several points, investigators told the people they were interviewing they were not afraid of the Murdaughs and wanted more answers into how Smith died. Okay, let's see. My office is around Charleston, said Trooper Proctor. I don't work around Hampton. I know the Murdaugh are highfalutin around Hampton, and people say they have a lot of power or whatever. But that name doesn't mean anything to me. You don't have to agree with Stephen's lifestyle, but that don't mean he gets to be killed and no one gets to find out what happened. Amen. Investigators also told people they interviewed that they were not making progress, but were still looking into the case as a murder. I'm going to be honest with you. We're at a loss, even the sheriff's department, everybody. There is nothing, and it's one of the reasons why I don't think it's a hit and run. And I've looked at the body itself, and I'm not saying it couldn't be. I'm not leaning towards that, said Corporal Duncan while speaking with the victim's sister. Okay, then less than a year later, James told a person who was interviewing that Smith didn't get hit by a car. According to the spokesperson for the South Carolina Department of Public Safety, the agency that oversees SCHP, all findings in the case have been turned over to SLED. Okay, SLED's investigation into the case is ongoing. Okay, they didn't comment about specifics. This family is involved. Paul's brother was messing with Stephen. I could bet my life on it. Because Stephen told somebody that he was going to go, he had met somebody, and he was going to go out on their boat. Who had a boat? The Murdaugh family. Okay, so he never went out on that boating trip because he was found dead on the side of the road before he could. Oh my gosh, there's something in my head. A piece of tree bark. Where I walked down the trail this morning to the funny farm. Anyways, I believe those two cases are tied together. I really do. That family is a prominent family. They got a lot of power. Been working in the solicitor's office for a long time. Since their family's law firm goes back to what, like 1930s or something like that. Hey, Cat's Eye, good morning. Welcome. Kathy, the guy found on the road, his mother has been trying to get his cell phone back for years, and the police won't give it to her. Yeah, because the police is paid off by the Murdaugh family. That's why that case was not looked into properly. I listened to one of the retired investigators on Fox News. He said that they would not cooperate when he tried to call them. They wouldn't even, talk about it. Anyways, it's going to be interesting to find out who done those murders. The dad could have been tired of the crap, having to cover for his son all the time. And Paul was a known weirdo when he got drunk. His friend said he had an alter ego. They called Timothy, I believe. He'd take his shirt off, beat on his chest, be trying to fight people, acting crazy. And the night he wrecked everybody and killed Mallory, He was driving real fast. They were trying to get him to slow down. He started doing like circles in the water with the boat and stuff and lost control. They was trying to get him to go back to the boat dock before the crash. I mean, they were all drinking, but they, he was scaring the hell out of them. They was scared he was going to wreck, and that's exactly what happened. Okay. So, guys, I saw something about Sarm Heslop finally in the news, and the police can't get a search warrant to go on Ryan Bain's catamaran, as he likes to call it. I hate that son of a bitch. Ryan Bain. I know he did something to Sarm, and he is getting by with it. Why? Why can't they get on a boat where someone was last seen and search it? I don't understand. They could come up with the reason if they really wanted to. I know they got to have a reason for a search warrant. But if this had happened in the United States, they'd have done been on that boat a long time ago. There's ways around things, They could come up with any little thing to search that boat. Any little excuse, you know what I mean? As long as it was like legal. Let's see. The U.S. Virgin Islands police said Tuesday that they have sought more than one search warrant for the 47-foot Siren Song catamaran belonging to Ryan Bain in connection with the disappearance of his girlfriend, Sarm Heslop. But the court denied them each time. This is bullcrap. The Virgin Islands police sought a search warrant for the Siren Song on multiple occasions, but was denied by the courts. Department spokesman Toby Derma told Fox News. Ryan Bain, through his attorney, refused to have any search conducted of the vessel. We will continue to pursue all legal means to obtain a search warrant for the vessel. He's going to get his karma, that little freak. For months, the department had not answered questions from Fox News regarding the possibility of a search warrant. And in late July, Heslop's parents pleaded with Ryan Bain to voluntarily allow a full forensic search of the vessel. What's he afraid of? If he didn't do nothing to her, why wouldn't he let them search? It's as simple as that. If he didn't do nothing to her, there ain't no blood evidence in there. There ain't nothing in there. He did something to her. Mother clucker. Let's not forget, he's got a history of abusing women. A long history of it. His ex-wife, Corey Stevenson, she's had to call the police on him. He busted her face up, chipped her tooth, was abusive to her daughter, verbally abusive and physically abusive to her on multiple occasions. Just a complete weirdo. When they went on their honeymoon, she wanted to cut their honeymoon short because she was afraid he was going to kill her on the honeymoon. He had a Jekyll and Hyde personality, she said. Okay, let's see. Bain's attorney has said the Coast Guard team performed an on-site inspection of the vessel and an on-site interview with limitation. But United States Coast Guard officials said they had been denied full access to the vessel and issued citations. Who are you going to believe, the United States Coast Guard or this little weirdo Ryan Bain and his little wuss attorney? Without a warrant, Bain is under no obligation to voluntarily allow police to search his boat, and through his attorneys has denied all involvement in Sarm's disappearance. He has not been named a suspect or accused of wrongdoing. I'm accusing him of wrongdoing. I've been accusing him of it for months. They was moored like 100 feet from shore. Dinghy boat is still there. She just disappeared. She's not going to jump in the water at night. All the sharks and stuff out. Come on. She left her cell phone, everything. Everything was found on the boat. She was just gone. And let me tell you what he did. He called the police. Now, he's a captain of a boat. He knew when he called the police what they'd tell him because they was out in the water. Called the Coast Guard. He didn't call the Coast Guard. He called the police about 2 a.m., something like that. But he didn't call the Coast Guard till like 10 hours later. Yeah, he had to have time to, clean up all the evidence. He must have done something, bludgeoned her to death, stabbed her to death, or something. He don't want them searching that boat. He knows they can come on there, use luminol, and show where blood's been. There's some reason he don't want them on that boat. Okay, let's see. However, experts say it's unusual for investigators to fail to obtain a search warrant in this situation. See, that's what I'm saying. In fact, it should have been one of the first steps along with interviewing witnesses and reviewing video, according to David Katz, a former senior special agent with Drug Enforcement Administration and the CEO of Global Security Group, a private investigation and security firm. Let's watch this. I hope they find out what happened to her. Is it going to play? It may not play. I may have too many tabs open. Oh, we got to watch a stinking ad. Jesus Christ.
For only $30 a month.
I freaking hate ads.
Means more of what you love for less.
Oh my God.
Xfinity Mobile with the internet. It's so good, it keeps one-upping itself.
Let's mute this crap. Oh, it's too late now. Let's see, guys, if it'll play.
Questions are swirling around the disappearance of a woman missing in the Virgin Islands. 41-year-old Sarm Heslop from the United Kingdom was last seen aboard her boyfriend's luxury catamaran moored off St. John 2.5 weeks ago. Her friends are saying the timeline of her disappearance doesn't add up. Here's Nancy Grace on Fox and Friends yesterday.
He says he comes unmoored around 2 a.m., hears an alarm, and calls police. They direct him to call Coast Guard immediately. 10 hours later, he finally does. This is my thought. If she went overboard,
Hell no, I ain't playing Nancy Grace. I didn't know that's Nancy Grace. I'm going to have to edit that out. I'll get a strike on my channel for that. Hell no. Anyways, this is bullcrap. I've been saying this for a long time. They should have been able to have got on that boat and searched. They could have come up with some kind of reason. I mean, I don't know. It's like maybe the cops are covering for him. Maybe he knows some of them. It's a small island. I find it funny that restaurant they allegedly went to, everybody knew him there. He's been a captain for a long time. Anyways, their security cameras didn't work because the electric had went out, come back on. They had to get new cameras. I didn't know it messed up cameras when the electric went out and you had to buy new ones each time. That don't make no sense to me. He killed her, and then he put her on that dinghy boat, and he took her inland somewhere. Because if he would have dumped her in the water, something would have washed back up. Even if sharks and stuff and other fish and stuff had nibbled on the body, there would have still been something that washed back up. Even the locals said that. Even if he took her out and weighted her down, the body would have started to bloat and gases got in it and it would like rip apart and float to the top, from what I understand. Some kind of evidence. It's in the Virgin Islands. It's a crying shame. St. John's. I believe it was St. John's. Yeah, she's been missing for months. He won't even cooperate with police. He did something to her. Police know he did it too. That son of a bitch, he thought he was smart by calling the police first, knowing what they would tell him to call the Coast Guard. Freaking dumbass. He is such a dumbass. I hate that son of a bitch and his catamaran. I really do. See, Sarm met him like on a dating website. I believe it might have been on Tinder. And she sailed there with some of her friends. I believe it was from Italy. Then the pandemic came and she decided to ride out the pandemic with him, right? Work on his boat as a chef and all that. They hadn't been together that long. She didn't know him. She did not know what a monster she was meeting up with. As soon as his ex-wife, Corey Stevenson, heard that Sarm was missing and Ryan's name was involved, she called the Virgin Islands police. She sent on police reports over to prove, what she was saying and stuff, because she knew he had done something to her. He about killed her on their honeymoon. She said if she hadn't cut it short, he would have killed her on their honeymoon. I came across something sick this morning, y'all. I'm getting ready to show y'all. Before we do that, let's go see what's going on with the Find Sarm website. Oh, forgot. Here, I'll screen share it. You can go here and check up on her case if you want, guys. I'll share the link with y'all. If you'll let me. Screen share. I may need batteries for my mouse. Let's see. She's 41 years old. She disappeared March 8th, 2021. So you can just go and look at like the latest press release or Sarm's parents' letter to the foreign secretary. Siren Song Catamaran. Sarm was living and working on the Siren Song, a chartered catamaran owned and operated by her boyfriend Ryan Bain. The boat was moored just off the shore at Franks Bay, St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands, and the couple had been ashore for dinner on Sunday, the 7th of March, 2021. Sarm was reported missing by Ryan Bain the following day. It was reported all her belongings, including her phone, were left aboard the catamaran. The Coast Guard and Virgin Islands PD carried out an extensive search of the ocean and shorelines. However, they found no evidence Sarm had gone into the water. And the water was pretty clear too, guys, and calm. The local St. John residents continued to search the island and waters. Her friends and family are desperately worried about her, as it's uncharacteristic of her to disappear without contact. The Virgin Islands PD is asking for the community's assistance in locating her and asking for information about her disappearance. Now, there are a few uninhabited islands around. I think they have searched there. There's one uninhabited island that's just got like a bar on it, I believe. I believe they've been to that one too and searched it. Can't find her. It's untelling what he done with her body. He has lived there for years. For years and years and years. So he probably knows all kinds of secluded places. He took her ashore and buried her. That's what I think. Prayers for her friends and family. I feel so bad. Her parents are in the UK, and when their daughter went missing, they couldn't come and help search for her. They couldn't travel. Coronavirus. I think it said, let me see. Is that an old comment? I believe so. Let me get my YouTube chat pulled back up. Then I'll tell y'all about a sick teen mother records herself sexually abusing her baby. Kid you not. What's wrong with these freaking young kids this day and time? Hold on, I got mute. Kid you not. What's wrong with these freaking Hold on, mute. Kids this day and time? Mute. Okay. Are you checking convictions? Oh my gosh, guys. I gotta get busy. I got to go clean up my chicken and then go take a shower and wear gloves, of course. Okay. Teen mother records herself sexually assaulting an infant, shares it online. You sick little bitch. South Carolina. South Carolina woman's behind bars. Police say she sexually assaulted a baby. Okay, an investigation into 19-year-old Taylor Schill, I think that's how you say it, began when investigators received a cyber tip line report from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, according to the South Carolina Attorney General's office. Taylor of Blythewood is now facing first-degree criminal sexual contact with the minor, first-degree sexual exploitation of a minor, second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. ABC 10 reports that Taylor allegedly engaged in criminal sexual contact with the minor. She's also accused of producing and distributing child pornography images. Warrants obtained by Fitz News indicate that Taylor performed fellatio. What is that? What the hell is fellatio? On a baby less than a year old. She's also accused of forcing the baby's fingers into her vajayjay. Explicit photos of the baby, who was only a few weeks old at the time, were uploaded to the internet. She's a sick freaking bitch. The Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force and officials from South Carolina Attorney General's office arrested Taylor Schill on Wednesday. So far, no bond has been set. I hope they beat the brakes off you, little girl. I hope some of them girls get in there and torque your head up, because that's what you deserve. And they will. They will if they get a hold of you. Karma's a bitch, ain't it? I know if I was in there and she come in there around me, I'd beat the brakes off her. If I were a mom, I better not say. It's sick. That made me sick. Her own little newborn baby, or any little newborn baby for that matter. Y'all know what I mean. Sick bitch. She's probably been sick in the head all of her life since she's a young kid. Just like that Aiden Fucci. It's like Ted Bundy was, just like Jeffrey Dahmer was, just like Charles Manson was. They was all cray-cray kids too, from an early age. I believe some people's born evil, y'all. I really do. I do believe some people's born evil. Because you know what? There's a lot of people that have like horrific childhoods and stuff, and they don't grow up to be serial killers. There's a lot of people that severely sexually abused as kids, and they don't grow up to be serial killers. I think a lot of them use that as an excuse and abuse. Checking convictions. Me too. Yeah, I really do. Sunnyside says me too. Let's hope so. What's Emmett Shoes say? I hope women prisoners are just as hard on predators as the men prisoners are. Hey, they are. They are. Yeah, she is a nasty. See you next Tuesday, Sapphire. She sure is. Nasty little bitch. I usually don't talk that way. That's sick. I can't stand to read about these cases, guys. Makes me sick. Well, guys, what are y'all going to do this weekend? It's enough true crime for this morning. That case made me sick. I'm ready to quit reading true crime. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe nothing. I may be home tonight. I don't know. I've not thought about it, really. Oh, girls, let me tell y'all something. ColourPop just launched the Tinkerbell palette. Cheryl T, are you listening to me, girl? This morning, it launched. And it is so freaking cute. And it's like neutral, like warm colors, kind of neutral colors, you know. It is so cute. I'm going to have one. Just letting y'all know they launched a whole collection. Like, I just like the palettes, you know. I don't like to get the whole collection. That crap's expensive. Ah, my chat's so far behind. Cece, definitely Pee-wee Gaskins was born evil. I've never heard such things from anything I've heard about any killer. I literally almost threw up in my mouth watching a video about him. Oh my goodness. Sapphire, need to do a porch chat? We may do a porch chat this evening. If I don't go nowhere, I probably won't. I'm going to go mess with Shirley and then get cleaned up. Of course, I took a bath before I went to bed last night, of course. But, you know, after I mess with her, I've already got an old t-shirt on, ready to do it. I'm going to put some sweats on. Go over and clean up her butt. Sapphire, did you not love the Tinkerbell palette? I love that one blue color in there. It's like a teal, or I don't know what color it was. That is so freaking cute. I love it. Uh-oh. Plane going over. I saw a big jet go over this morning, which is surprising. It was going to our little airport. It's a crying shame. Fun. Hey, if I don't go anywhere, we may do a porch chat because I'm definitely going to be doing my makeup and stuff. I like trying different looks. I've been trying to learn how to do this reverse cat eye, which is pretty simple. So, we may do one. I dread going up here and having to listen to Sonny. Y'all, when he came out of the coop this morning, he did not forget that I kidnapped Shirley last night. And he was mad as a mother clucker. He was. Yes, I'm excited about it. What, Sapphire Porch Chat or the Tinkerbell palette? I'm excited about that. I can't wait to order that. It's so cute. You should be Tinkerbell for Halloween, Sapphire, and come up on my panel. I think I'm going to order me like a 80s Halloween costume, like with the neck gloves and stuff. I want to be like Madonna. 80s version Madonna. You know, like when she got like the black outfit on, all that. I'm going to get happy with the kids' first day of school over. Happy weekend. Happy weekend. Well, y'all have a good day. Y'all may see me later. I'm not going to make no promises, but more than likely we'll do one if I'm here. If I don't do one, you'll know. Something come up. I went somewhere. I'll let y'all know. I'll make a post and I'll let y'all know in Discord. 80s Madonna, my favorite. Yes, that's what I want to be. 80s Madonna for Halloween. Because my hair is about that length of hers in the 80s. In this one picture I'm thinking about, this one costume. Cat's eye blessings until we meet again. Bye, hon. Have a blessed day. Okay, guys, y'all have a good day, and I may see y'all in a little bit. Be safe, be kind, and peace. Wish me luck. I'm going to have to go put a blind up so Sonny can't see me cleaning this chicken's butt. He was mad as hell this morning, y'all.